Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we are going to take you on a magical journey through time as we look back at the stars of Charmed, the iconic supernatural drama that first premiered in 1998 and ran until 2006. With its thrilling mix of witchcraft, sisterhood, and unforgettable villains, Charmed became one of the most beloved shows of its era. We'll be diving deep into the lives and careers of cast members, exploring how they looked then, what they achieved during and after the series, and where life has taken them up to 2025. Now, let's dive in. 1. Shannen Doherty. Shannen Doherty was already a household name before she joined Charmed. Born on April 12, 1971, in Memphis, Tennessee, she rose to fame in the early 1990s as Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills, 90210. Her rebellious persona, both on and off screen, made her one of the most talked about stars of the decade. In 1998, Doherty took on the role of Prue Halliwell, the oldest of the Halliwell sisters. Now, at 54 years old, Shannen Doherty remains a beloved figure in Hollywood. Despite her health battles, she continues to inspire fans with her strength, activism, and occasional appearances in interviews and documentaries. To Charmed fans, she will always be remembered as the powerful. 2. Holly Marie Combs. In Charmed, Holly played Piper Halliwell, the middle sister who eventually became the matriarch of the Halliwell family. Piper's ability to freeze time and later blow things up made her one of the most versatile witches in the show. She was also the emotional anchor, balancing her magical responsibilities with her love life, especially her unforgettable romance with Leo Wyatt. Now, at 51, Holly Marie Combs continues to act occasionally but spends much of her time advocating for animal rights and enjoying family life. She's an active voice in Charmed fan circles and conventions, still adored for bringing Piper Halliwell to life. 3. Alyssa Milano. Alyssa Milano was already a star before Charmed, thanks to her role as Samantha Michelli in Who's the Boss? Born on December 19, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York, she transitioned smoothly into more mature roles in the 1990s. As Phoebe Halliwell, Milano brought charm, wit, and a mischievous streak to the youngest Halliwell sister. Phoebe's power of premonition, later levitation and empathy, made her a fan favorite. Now, at 52, Alyssa Milano remains active in both Hollywood and activism. She balances acting projects with her role as a social and political voice, continuing to be both admired and polarizing. For Charmed fans, she will always be the adventurous and big-hearted Phoebe. 4. Rose McGowan. Born on September 5, 1973, in Florence, Italy, Rose McGowan had already made a name for herself in cult films like Scream, 1996 before joining Charmed. Introduced in Season 4, Rose played Paige Matthews, the half-sister of the Halliwells, who was revealed after Prue's death. As a half-witch, half-whitelighter, Paige brought new dynamics to the show with her power of orbing objects and herself. Now, at 51, Rose McGowan remains an activist, author, and occasional actress. She continues to speak out against injustice and remains a polarizing but deeply respected figure. To Charmed fans, Paige is remembered as the courageous sister who carried the Halliwell legacy forward. 5. Brian Krause. Born on February 1, 1969, in El Toro, California. Brian Krause became a household name thanks to his role as Leo Wyatt, the whitelighter who guided, and later married, Piper Halliwell. Leo started as the sisters' guardian but became a core part of the series, especially through his romance with Piper. Their relationship, filled with highs and lows, weddings, separations. Now, at 56, Brian Krause continues to act in independent films and TV projects. He is a frequent guest at conventions, where he shares stories about his time as Leo Wyatt. Fans still regard him as the perfect example of love, loyalty, and magical heroism. 6. Julian McMahon. Then, McMahon became unforgettable as Cole Turner, the half-human, half-demon lawyer who swept Phoebe Halliwell off her feet. His duality, torn between love and his demonic heritage, created one of the most compelling character arcs in the show. Cole's transformation into the source of all evil. Now, at 57, Julian McMahon remains active in both film and television. Though he often gravitates toward darker or morally complex roles, fans will always remember him as Cole Turner, the demon who fell in love and captured Phoebe's heart. 7. Dorian Gregory. Then, Dorian Gregory, born on January 26, 1971, in Washington, D.C., played one of the most important supporting roles in Charmed. As Detective Daryl Morris, he was the Halliwells' trusted friend and ally within law enforcement, often risking his career and life to protect them. Now, at 54, Dorian Gregory continues to make guest appearances at fan conventions and occasionally on-screen. Fans remember him fondly as the detective with a heart of gold, who stood by the Halliwell sisters through thick and thin. 8. Kaley Cuoco. Then, Kaley Cuoco was known to Charmed fans as Billy Jenkins, the young witch introduced in the show's 8th and final season. Born on November 30, 1985, in Camarillo, California, Kaley had already appeared in several films and TV shows before joining Charmed. As Billy, she played a college student mentored by the Halliwells. Now, at 39, Kaley Cuoco remains a Hollywood powerhouse. With multiple projects in both television and film, she continues to reinvent herself, proving that her post-Charmed career is nothing short of magical.